after the vibes. Mike Sports vibes balling. So the Eagles won Super Bowl 59. Congratulations to all the Eagle fans all around the world. And I have a question. They won Super Bowl 59, destroyed the Chiefs. Are the Philadelphia 76ers next? Now, hear me out, because listen, I'm going to keep it real. On this channel, on My Sports Vibes Ballin', we cover the Philadelphia 76ers. We cover the Philadelphia Phillies. It's Philly everything over here besides football. When it comes to football, I am a diehard Minnesota Viking fan. And the reason why I am a diehard Minnesota Viking fan from Pennsylvania, and it's kind of crazy because, the Eagles is winning Super Bowls all crazy, and my team hasn't won a Super Bowl yet, but I'm not hopping off the bandwagon, is because of the greatest wide receiver of all time, in my honest opinion, and his name is Randy Moss, number 84. But listen, y'all, hear me out. Are the Philadelphia 76ers next? And this is why I'm making this video, because I feel like the Philadelphia 76ers have to start over from scratch. They have to have, it starts at the very top. It literally starts from the very top. Who's the owner of the Philadelphia Eagles? Let me say this again. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles for winning Super Bowl 59. It was a complete domination from the first quarter to literally the last quarter. There was no competition. The Eagles destroyed the Chiefs in every way possible. But congratulations. But hear me out. I feel like the 76ers could be next to win in PA, win a championship. But they have to get rid of their ownership. It starts at the very top. They have to get rid of their ownership. Like, I don't even remember. Is it Harris is the ownership of the Sixers? But we need Jeffrey Lurie, the owner of the Eagles, to purchase the Philadelphia 76ers. We need the ownership to be changed for the Sixers, because the ownership for the Sixers, I don't think he knows what he's doing. He owns the Commanders as well. He needs to just focus on the Commanders and let the Sixers have a new ownership. He needs to sell the team to Jeffrey Lurie, and hopefully some of what he's doing rubs off on the Sixers organization, and the Sixers can finally win a championship the first time since 1983. But it starts at the top when it comes to the Sixers. The Sixers have, and I mean they have to get rid of the ownership somehow, some way. Because I ain't never heard, look, the Eagles, they've been to the Super Bowl literally 2 times in the last, 5 years? They won one of them. You know what I mean? It's amazing. I mean, 2 of them, right? They won 2 of them, 2 Super Bowls. Eagles got 2 Super Bowls in their franchise history. And it's because of their great ownership. The Eagles have great ownership. And I just hope that the ownership for the Philadelphia 76ers possibly gets rid of, just sell the team, bro. I don't think he knows what he's doing. And we need new coaching. So it starts at the top for the Philadelphia 76ers. They have to get rid of their ownership. They have to get rid of their coach. And unfortunately, you have to start all the way over. You might have to get rid of certain players. We got to get rid of Paul George. You got to get rid of, and I love Joel Embiid, but you're probably going to have to try to trade Joel Embiid. And I'm looking at reports lately with Joel Embiid that the man's going to need another surgery. So he's going to need another surgery on the leg he just got surgery on when he tore his meniscus. So it's like, you got to try to trade. And as much as I love Joel, he's the greatest Philadelphia 76er since the great Allen Iverson, the ones that know who Allen Iverson is. But you got to somehow, some way, figure a way to trade Paul George's contract in the offseason. You got to figure out some way, somehow, to possibly get rid of Joel Embiid. You got to start over from scratch. So it starts with the ownership. Maybe Jeffrey Lurie, the Eagles owner, could be like, yo, I'll buy the Sixers off you. I hope so, man. I hope so. The way the Eagles organization is ran is different from any other organization. Shout out to everybody. He said, go Birds. Absolutely correct, my brother. And that's real talk. Yeah, real talk, bro. It starts at the very top. The ownership for the Sixers, they have to fire them, bro. They have to fire the ownership. Everybody in the building, if you can, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing on this channel. I cover the Sixers and the Phillies. It's Philly everything on this channel besides football. Unfortunately, I am not an Eagle fan. You know what I mean? I'm a Sixer fan and a Phillies fan. And it's crazy. People will be like, how are you a Viking fan from PA? And the reason why I am a Viking fan from Pennsylvania is because of the greatest wide receiver of all time, in my opinion, Randy Moss. So it's kind of spooky being from Pennsylvania, 30 minutes from Philly, and I'm a Viking fan. And the reason why I am is because of Randy Moss. And then the Vikings don't got any Super Bowls in their history, but I'm one of those diehard fans. Like, I'm rocking with my team for life. I'm a diehard Sixer fan. I'm rocking with them. Even though they suck right now, I'm rocking with the Sixers for life. I'm rocking with the Phillies for life, even though they suck right now. They don't suck, but they lost in the first round against the Mets. But I cover both the Sixers and the Phillies on this channel. So if you guys can, I'm trying to get to my first 200 subscribers. If you're if you're part of the Philadelphia fan base, hit the like button, consider subscribing. But it does start from the ownership. We got to get rid of our ownership. Jeffrey Lurie is a great owner. Has the message of Jesus reached you? My brother, football will not. I talk to God every day. Howie is a wizard. They need to somehow get their pick back from. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to at this point, bro. I don't think they're going to be able to because, and I think it's deeper than getting the pick back. They got to get rid of the owners. The ownership has to go. The ownership the Eagles do in the Vikings state. Yeah, the Eagles do in the. Yeah, like I said, man, I'm going to say this right now. The ownership for the Sixers is lost. It's lost. And then when you think about the coaching is not good. Nick Nurse is not a good coach anymore. I don't care what nobody says. I know he got a championship with the Raptors, you know what I mean? But he's not a good coach anymore. And I'm just hoping that the Eagles Super Bowl can rub off on the Sixer organization, but it starts at the top. It starts with the ownership, then coaching, and then we got to get rid of the players because we got to somehow get a new ownership. Then we got to get a GM. We need to get rid of Daryl Morey, too. Daryl Morey is not the answer at GM for the Sixers. The man signed Paul George to a 4-year max. A 4-year max that is literally, we're on the first year of that max, and he's not even producing it. He's not producing like a max player. Let's keep it real. And I'm not hating on Paul George. I'm just keeping it real. Paul George is a glorified role player. And it sucks and it's unfortunate that he's on a max contract right now. You know what I mean? But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Truly appreciate y'all. Hope everybody is well. But yeah, I just have a question, man. Like, do you think the Sixers are next to winning the championship? And I think they could be next. But it really does start from the ownership, and then we'll go from there. The ownership is what can get you pretty much the leadership and the culture. It's all about leadership and culture when it comes to winning championships and Super Bowls. Leadership and culture when it comes to winning Super Bowls and championships. So, how do y'all feel about that? Hold on. How do y'all feel about that? Do you feel like the way you can win a Super Bowl is from leadership and and culture? Because if you have good culture and good leadership, you have a better chance of winning a championship than just having great players. Gosh. Yeah, that was a good Eagles win, bro. The Eagles absolutely dominated. Like, they dominated the dang on Chiefs from like the beginning to end. I was so surprised how bad the Eagles just like demolished, the Chiefs, man. 40-22 is just, it's unheard of in the Super Bowl. And the only reason why they scored some points was in, garbage time. The Chiefs really wasn't playing that good. The Chiefs really had no chance. That's crazy. One-sided game like that. But shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Truly appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you haven't already. Leave in the comments below, are the Sixers next to win a championship? And my question is, my answer to that is only if Harris, I believe he's the ownership of the Sixers. He has to sell the team. He has to sell the team. A few other things have to happen as well. You know what I mean? We need to get a coach that has a winning mentality. Yeah, I think he has to sell the team. The Sixers could win a championship, but it starts with the ownership. They got to get rid of ownership. They got to start all the way over. Meaning, they got to get rid of their owners. He has to sell the team. We got to get a new GM. We got to get a new coach. We got to get, and that would change the culture. And then maybe Jeffrey Lurie, you know what I mean, might buy the team and trade everything, bro. Everything. So from Tyrese Maxey and anybody else, everybody can go. You know what I mean? You said Nick deserves a payday? I know you capping. You mean, who you mean? You mean Nick Nurse? Star Wars, I know you ain't talking about Nick Nurse, bro. I know you're not. Oh, you're talking about the coach of the Eagles. My bad. I thought, I'm thinking the Sixers. Yeah, Nick Sirianni needs deserve a big payday. Everybody's in the building. Make sure y'all hit the like button. If you're coming in, just tap on the screen, hit the like button. And my question is, since the Eagles just won the Super Bowl, are the 76ers next? And the reason why I'm asking this question is because I really want the Sixers to win. That's for one. And maybe we can possibly possibly the ownership of the Sixers, Harris, I think his name is Josh Harris, sells the team. And if he sells the team, sell it to Jeffrey Lurie. And get a head coach that's a young. All right, there you go. Get a head coach that like a Nick Sirianni. I know it's two different sports, but get a young coach. You know what I mean? Get a young coach and get a coach that really that can develop players. That, you know what I mean? Like Nick Nurse, he ain't a development type coach. You know what I mean? He's not a development coach. Because when you think about it, a lot of the players that we have on the Sixers right now, let's keep it real, they wouldn't have had this opportunity if it wasn't for if it wasn't for injuries, if it wasn't for Tyrese Maxey getting hurt. We would have never seen Jared McCain. You know what I mean? What happened? Someone deleted comments. Browns close. Yeah, you ain't lying, bro. The Browns might be closer to winning a dang on championship before the Sixers, but I'm hoping you're wrong. I hope that the Eagles winning can rub off on the dang on Sixers. You know what I mean? Oh, he was? Yeah. Yeah, people act so funny in the comments. I don't know why. But it's just like, and thank you for that. But yeah, man, I just really don't understand the fact that how bad the Sixers got, and then look how great the Eagles have gotten. It's just amazing. From drafting, from free agency, from them going to Super Bowls left and right. And then when you think about the Sixers, it's just like we're going downhill. Our best player is always hurt. And now, that he's about to get another surgery this offseason, what is his trade value going to be? What is Joel Embiid's trade value going to be after this season? You know what I mean? Because 9 times out of 10, I'm an optimistic Sixer fan. The Sixers have no chance of winning the championship this year. And I'm being real. I'm just being honest. Just being honest. So after this season, I just hope that the Sixers should start over from scratch. But it starts with the owners. It starts with the GM. It starts with all that. And then once you get a new GM, maybe we can make some moves. But I'm just so over this, man. I'm so over losing every single year. And then being from Pennsylvania, right? And you got the Eagles winning Super Bowls. It's like, what the heck, bro? You got the Eagles winning Super Bowls. My football team ain't nowhere close to a Super Bowl right now. And then it's like my other teams that's from PA, my home teams, you got one team that has so much talent, but they just don't ball out when it counts. And then you got the Phillies. The same thing goes with the Phillies. They got so much talent, but they don't ball out when it counts, meaning the playoffs. The Phillies had the best record in the NL, and they lost in the first round to the Mets. Yeah, he needs another surgery, bro. He needs another surgery this offseason. So he can't play back-to-backs. That's for one. The man is he got another extension on his contract. On top of him getting another extension on his contract, the man needs another surgery for his knee. That's his surgically repaired knee from last offseason. It's like from last season, I mean. So it's like we going backwards. We're not going forward. So it's like I almost feel like you have to try to trade him this offseason. And I hate to say it, but it's true. Yeah. Oh, you're a Browns fan. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Man, we in a bad situation, but it starts at the top. It starts with the ownership. I'm just hoping since the Eagles won a Super Bowl, hopefully the ownership of the Sixers might sell the team. And if he doesn't sell the team, at least get a new GM. Because I don't want Daryl Morey to be the GM of the Sixers no more, man. He's not a good GM. He's good at drafting, but that's it. He's not good at picking coaches. He's not good at picking players to build a championship caliber team. He's just not that guy. And I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it all the way real, man. But I truly feel like if we could get a caliber of a owner of Jeffrey Lurie's caliber, we'll be all right. But the problem is we don't have that. We're nowhere close to that. And that's why the Eagles won a dang on Super Bowl, bro. I ain't never see a performance like that in my life watching a Super Bowl. Cleveland, everything, yes. Cavs, Indian. Oh, okay, so you Cleveland everything. Okay, Cavs. And your Cavs look really good. I think the Cavs are the favorite to win a championship this year. I think y'all better than the Celtics. I think y'all the best in the Eastern Conference. Just my personal opinion. Outside looking in. I think that trade, was it DeAndre Hunter? That was a very big pickup. That was a very big pickup. Yeah, Hunter. Oh, he debuts tonight. Yeah, that's a very good pickup. That's a underrated pickup, for real. And I think the Cavs are definitely the favorites in the Eastern Conference to go to the finals. I don't see anybody beating them. They're a deep team. They got my dude Garland. That's my guy on that team. I like Donovan Mitchell too. If Jared Allen can ball out and Mobley can ball out, bro, they got a team, bro. They got a straight up team. They got a deep team. So it's like it's gonna be hard for anybody to beat the Cavs. Very hard for anybody to beat the Cavs this season. I'm just so curious about what my Sixers are gonna do. Like how are they gonna get out of these contracts, man? Who in their right mind will want a Paul George? They will want a Joel Embiid more than a Paul George, and that tells you a lot because Joel Embiid's always hurt. He's always hurt, and he's gonna get surgery in the off season. We are one behind Commander. Oh, so y'all one Super Bowl behind the Commanders? Wow. So y'all got 2 Super Bowls. The Commanders got 3. The Giants. How many Super Bowls do the Giants have? I know the Cowboys, y'all got a little bit to catch up to the Cowboys. But I know the Giants, I don't know how many they got, but I know they got at least 2 from Eli Manning. But I know they got more before Eli Manning was the quarterback. And then he started as 6-man. But once he starts, best starting 5. Yeah, heck yeah. Giants got 4 or 5. Oh, they got 4 or 5. Gosh, Lee. I didn't even know the Giants had that many Super Bowls. That's crazy. But everybody in your division got a Super Bowl. See, as a Viking fan from Pennsylvania, Philly, everything else besides football, my team don't got no Super Bowl. The Bears got a Super Bowl, I believe. The Packers got a Super Bowl. The Lions don't got a Super Bowl. So at least 2. So we got like half and half in my division. We're one of the most winningest teams in NFL history without a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? It's so crazy. Everybody keeps calling my phone when I'm live. Giants got 4 to 5, though. That's crazy. That's crazy work. I didn't know the Giants had that many Super Bowls, yo. That's crazy. But all right, so all the Sixer fans, all the Eagle fans, if you're Eagle fans and you're a Sixer fan, consider subscribing to your bull. We cover the Sixers and the Phillies on this channel, Philly everything besides football. And if you're wondering why I am a Viking fan, it's because of Randy Moss from PA. And it's spooky out here because my son, I'm not making this up, my son wrote a note and he was like, we won the Super Bowl and the Vikings aren't good. My son literally said that in the comments. Yo, what's going on, Chris, for real? My son wrote a note and said that to me. And I said, yo, that's so messed up. I was like, yo, that's so messed up. How you gonna write me your dad a note and saying that? But what do you think though? Is there any way the Sixers can resemble the Eagles in any way? Is there any way they could resemble the Eagles and somehow get it together and win a dang on championship? Can they get better coaching? Can they get better leadership in general? Can they get better culture? Can they somehow get on that level of a contender, a true contender like the Philadelphia Eagles? The Philadelphia Eagles is, in my honest opinion, the best team that I have seen in the Super Bowl in a while. I haven't seen a Super Bowl. I haven't seen a team that was so built to win a Super Bowl like that. Like Patrick Mahomes, yeah, he won Super Bowls. I'm not taking nothing away from him. But it was just his greatness that I think won Super Bowls a lot of the time. You know what I mean? For the Eagles, every part of their team was great. Every part of the Eagles team, from their running back, their defensive line, their offensive line, their secondary, special teams, everything was on point for the Eagles. And I'm just wondering, what can the Sixers do to be the next champions, champions in Pennsylvania? Are the Phillies closer to the World Series than the Sixers closer? Are they closer to a championship than the Sixers? Are the Phillies closer? Is it the Flyers? Is it the Union? What team? But the Eagles are definitely the closest. They're the best team in the NFL. They're the team to beat. But I'm saying, besides the Eagles, what team in Pennsylvania is closest to winning a championship right now? 87, 91, 08, 12 for Johns. Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't even know that, bro. Yeah, but shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Yeah, we cover the Phillies. We cover the Sixers on this channel. I am a hybrid sports fan, so I am not a Eagle fan, but I do respect the Eagles, and it's spooky saying that because I'm a Viking fan from PA, and the Eagles just won 2 Super Bowls within the last few years. It's kind of crazy. But I'm still going to be a Viking fan regardless. But everything else over here is Philly. And I definitely cover the Sixers. I'm trying to figure out what's the next move for the Sixers right now. Can they win? Are they the next champions in Philly? And the only way they can be the next champions is if they start over. Like my bull said earlier in the live, you got to start this whole thing over, man. I just don't know how they're going to do it. How can you do it? How can you trade an injury-prone player like Joel Embiid? How can you get rid of... Because, look, they was talking about Joel Embiid's knee. They saying that he got swelling and everything in his knee. It's like he can't control the swelling. That's why he can't do back-to-backs. His knee be swelling up. Like, how can you trade that player? He said, dark-skinned J. Cole, what's good with you, brother? Shout out to J. Cole, one of the GOATs at rapping. Let's get it. But, yeah, shout out to everybody in the building right now, man. Like, I honestly don't know, man, what the answer is when it comes to how they're going to do this. Because if I was a GM, put yourself in a situation. If you was a GM right now and you can make a trade for Joel Embiid, what are you willing to give up to get a Joel Embiid? What you take that chance to trade for a player of a caliber of Joel Embiid? You know, the potential is great, but the problem is, you know for a fact he gonna miss a lot of games. When it comes to Paul George, yeah, he'll get you a couple of times a 30-piece nugget. 9 times out of 10, he's not gonna do that, and he's gonna be and look, I ain't trying to be mean, but he ain't that good anymore. That bull is not that good, and I'm just keeping it real. He the most overrated, overpaid pro. Look, he's the most overrated, overpaid player in the whole entire NBA, in my opinion, right now. And I'm not hating, I'm just stating. You know what I mean? Nobody could tell me that bull, Paul George, is worth the max contract right now in his career. And I'm just keeping it 1,000, man. I'm just keeping it 100. As a diehard Sixer fan, I just want us to win. And seeing that the Philadelphia Eagles just won the Super Bowl 59, they gotta somehow make another move, man. They gotta make something happen this offseason. I'm almost ready for the Sixers season. Like, I love the Sixers. I do play-by-play for almost every Sixer game. I love the Sixers, right? I love basketball. Basketball is my favorite sport, hands down, right? But I almost want the season to be over so the offseason can start. Because I want the offseason to start so bad because we're not going to be able to make no moves right now. We're not going to be able to make no moves. And it's sometimes it's like, it's fun watching the Sixers, right? I love watching them, right? But then again, it's like when you see Joel Embiid and Paul George play, as much as I like Joel Embiid, it's like the team ain't playing with no energy, no fight. They're not trying. And Cooper DeJean is cornerback. Yeah, Cooper DeJean is a monster. He had a pick six. Cooper DeJean had a pick six on Patrick Mahomes. Monster. And he was a rookie. Too many questions for Embiid. Stock is super low. That's the problem, bro. Stock is super low. How can you do anything with Joel Embiid in the offseason? The man is already talking about it's a working process with his knee. He's frustrated. He's saying that he be having swelling in his knee and he's going to need off-season surgery. That's what Joel Embiid is saying. He's saying that already. He's going to need all-season surgery. Excuse me, it's a little sunny out here. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, man. We need to go get the ownership from the dang on Eagles. I want the ownership of the Eagles to be like, yo, I'm gonna buy the Phillies and I'm gonna buy the dang on Sixers. But start with the Sixers first. Start with the Sixers. What you do, buy the Sixers, fire Daryl Morey, get a new GM, fire Nick Nurse, trade Paul George any way possible. You could give me a second round pick and an overpaid role player that's not that matches his contract a little bit, but let it be like a 1-year contract or whatever, just to match the money. After you do that, right? Somehow trade Joel Embiid, try to persuade everybody that he's going to stay healthy, trade Embiid to the highest bidder, in my honest opinion, and I hate to say that, but you got to get rid of Joel Embiid. You got to start over. Rebuild, get picks. That's what I'm saying, bro. So I know I'm not the only one. And every time I say this, they be like, oh, you want to trade the best player the Sixers have? Bro, I don't want to trade him. It's a difference between wanting to trade somebody and needing to trade somebody. I don't want to trade Joel Embiid, but we need to trade Joel Embiid. We need, first things first, you got to get rid of the GM. You got to get rid of the coach. You got to get rid of Paul George. Paul George is the first domino, in my honest opinion, to leave the Sixers in order for the Sixers to be contenders to finally win a championship. Because you're not winning a championship when you have a Paul George getting max money. You can give that money to multiple role players. You can give that money to multiple role players that will do way more than that. Shout out to A in the building. Your Super Bowl champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, is in the building. Hey, listen. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles, man. Make sure y'all all hit the like button that's in the building. I got like 18 people in the building. Make sure y'all hit the like button if you haven't already. Consider subscribing. We cover the Sixers. We cover the Phillies on this channel. It's Philly everything over here besides football. And yes, I'm a Viking fan from Pennsylvania. And I'm a Viking fan because of Randy Moss. Yeah, he said PG sinking the boat. Yeah, he beyond sinking the boat. Because you can't build when you paying the boat. Hey, listen, Grasshopper, he's beyond sinking the boat. I'll tell you one thing, the boat is already sunk, bro. The boat is already sunk, bro. It's underneath the water, bro. We trying to go get air. We trying to get air. We in the water. We trying to get air. We trying to stay afloat, bro. Because Paul George, you're paying him so much money. It's like, what are we supposed to do? Yeah. What up, Chris Real? Go Birds. Yeah, Birds won. Look, I can't even hate on the Eagles, man. I cannot hate on the Eagles. The Eagles by far dominated, bro. The Eagles by far dominated in every way possible to win that Super Bowl. But my question, I got a question because I know you just got on the live. What I'm asking, right? Can the Sixers be the next team to win a championship in PA? And I'm saying this: are they the next team in PA to win a championship? And I'm saying this: like, if the Sixers start over, meaning some way somehow they sell the team to Jeffrey Lurie, the ownership of the Eagles. You know what I mean? Say they sell the team to Jeffrey Lurie. They get rid of the GM, Daryl Morey, and they also fire Nick Nurse. They trade Paul George. They trade Joel Embiid, even though I don't want to trade Joel, but we have to get better. What's your opinion about that, man? Can they be the next team to win a championship? And you build around Tyrese Maxey, and you build around Jared McCain. That's how I look at it. Oh, how you doing, bro? That's how I'm looking at things, man. I feel like if you do that, you have a chance. And you couldn't be the next team in PA to win a championship. Because I think the Phillies they could do it too. I think the Phillies could definitely win a World Series, maybe even before the Sixers. I don't know, man. But I know for a fact, if they can somehow persuade Josh Harris, I think he's the owner of the Sixers, a majority owner of the Sixers, get him to sell the team. You get him to sell the team, anything is possible in Philly. Anything is possible with the Sixers. Because the ownership, he don't even seem like he know what he's doing, bro. Like when it comes to like not the ownership, the GM. I don't really know too much about the owner, so I can't really say that about the owner. But I know about what's his name? Jeffrey Lurie, the Eagles owner. I know he's about business. Lurie's about business, so I want him. Agreeing, drowning. No, Jeffrey Lurie said he's only interested in the Eagles. Oh, no. No. I'm desperate. Hey, listen, I'm desperate, man. I ain't trying to hear that. Hey, take it back. Hey, take it back. Hey, we need a lot. We need a new. All right. So who the next owner? We need a new owner, man. Shoot, let LeBron James buy the team, bro. Let anybody buy the team. Hey, fire Daryl Morey, bro. Fire Daryl Morey. WNBA team has better chance than the Sixers if y'all have one. Sorry, but no, we don't have one. Hold on real quick. Hold on, I'm tired. Shoestring came untied. Hold on real quick, y'all. All right. Yeah, I mean, shoot, we don't have a WNBA team, but I think we're trying to get a WNBA team. I think that'd be kind of cool. But my whole thing is, how the heck, bro? We need a new GM, bro. Daryl Morey signed Paul George. He gotta go. He has to go, bro. I think the Eagles will win again, or it will be the Phillies over the Sixers. Leafs are next, bro. Leafs. That's a hockey team, though, right? That's not the Flyers. I'm not sure. But I tell you one thing: the next team to win a dang on championship in Pennsylvania, I'm thinking it's going to be between the Phillies and the Sixers. I don't really know too much about the Flyers. What's going on, Razapin? Don't matter. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Consider subscribing. I cover the Sixers and I cover the Phillies on this channel. It's Philly everything besides football on this channel. Let's get it. But yeah, man, I just feel like, dang, so Jeffrey Lurie said he only want the Eagles. See, that's a good owner right there, bro. He need to try to own the Sixers, bro. I'm trying to tell you, if I could talk to him, I'd be like, yo, bro, like, I know it's your money, your time, your investments. I don't got no say. But I'm just making a suggestion. I think the Sixers is one of the best organizations, one of the biggest Sixers franchise, one of the biggest NBA franchises in NBA history. A lot of great players like Julius Erving, Wilt Chamberlain played here, Moses Malone, Maurice Cheeks, Allen Iverson, the list goes on and on, Charles Barkley. This is a great franchise you might want to invest in. And I say, yo, if you invest in this team, bro, you going to make money off this team. And you know how to win with the Eagles. And I would debate anybody. I think it's harder to probably win in the NFL than in the NBA, possibly. So, you might get us over the top, bro. Being the ownership, you'll pick, you know what I mean? Get the right GM, you know what I'm saying? Get the right coach, and we'll go from there. Philadelphia fans are almost as... I don't know about that because I'm a Philadelphia fan. I know I'm not pathetic. Hey, listen, I know I'm not pathetic. You know what I mean? I think every fan base got their people that act crazy, but I wouldn't try to put everybody into one group and just be like, oh, all Philadelphia fans are pathetic. You know what I mean? I know I'm not pathetic. Oh, Eagles. Oh, yeah. Eagles gonna probably... I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles won back-to-back Super Bowls. I wouldn't be surprised. If the Eagles... Look, I could see the Eagles winning back-to-back Super Bowls because I don't think anybody, especially if they get good, like they draft well, and on top of them drafting well, they talking about there's rumors about was it Jarrett Miles or Garrett Miles or Miles Garrett, whatever his name is. I forgot his name. Defensive end. There's rumors that the Eagles might try to go after him. You know what I mean? I wouldn't like that, man. That's going to be crazy. If they get that, bro, they going back to back all the way, bro. I don't see the Eagles losing. I'm going to keep it all the way real with you. But as a diehard Sixer fan, diehard Phillies fan, I'm just kind of like, what team is going to be next in Pennsylvania besides the Eagles to win a dang on championship? And I feel like the Phillies are probably further than the Sixers because the Sixers got to start over. The Sixers got to start completely over just to be in the conversation. You know what I mean? Because what they have right now is nowhere close to being a championship contender. You got injury-prone players all over the place. The only player that I love, like that I know that even if he gets hurt, he's going to come back, is Tyrese. Jerry McCain even got hurt. You get what I'm saying? Like, even Jerry McCain got hurt. Luckily, he's really, really young, but he tore his meniscus and was out for the whole season. You know what I mean? I love to see the Flyers. I would love to see anybody from Philly. And talking about the Flyers on this channel, I'm thinking about covering the Flyers maybe on this channel. I just got to learn the sport a lot more. Chiefs got exposed. Yeah, you know what was crazy about the Chiefs is I'm honestly surprised how they got beat like that. Who would have thought? Look, they stopped the run game. Saquon Barkley did not have a good game. But what happened? What's wrong with this? What's wrong with people? People put the stupidest stuff in the comments. But, what was I saying? Yeah, for them to start Saquon Barkley, that was the key to the game. They stopped Saquon Barkley, but what happened after that? What happened after that? They stopped them. Then what? Jalen Hurts was picking them apart. Jalen Hurts said, okay, I'm about to get in my bag. I'm about to expose y'all. Y'all going to try to stop Saquon. Okay, you can stop Saquon. You know what I mean? We're going to still run the ball. And guess what? You can't stop me because Jalen Hurts was the leading rusher for the Eagles. I think he had like 70-something rushing yards. 11 carries for 70-something rushing yards. So, yeah, man, that defense was elite. That was the greatest defense I have ever seen in a Super Bowl, hands down. I've never seen a defense play like that. They shut down one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. They didn't score their first points until the third quarter, the last minute of the third quarter. And on top of that, the garbage time points, that's garbage time points. The game was over. They beat the Chiefs so bad, they had their backups in, bro. You don't never see Super Bowls like that. You don't never see Super Bowls like that. That was amazing. That was amazing. And I'm not even an Eagle fan. I'm Philly everything else, though. Hello, good morning. You know what I mean? But everybody in the building, if you haven't already, if you're feeling the vibes, I am Philly everything besides football on this channel. I cover the Sixers. I cover the Phillies. I do play-by-play for the Sixers, play-by-play for the Phillies. And if you are interested, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button. Or if you're just feeling the vibes, if you're not even like a Sixer fan or a Phillies fan, you're just feeling the vibes, consider subscribing. Shout out to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. Yeah, I don't got no hate on the Eagles. The Eagles played outstanding. Every part of the Eagles team was amazing. From special teams to offense, defense, but You know what I wish they would do in the Super Bowl? I need y'all to leave in the comments below. There's an MVP in the Super Bowl, right? Why don't they have two MVPs? Why don't they have a defensive MVP and an offensive MVP? I feel like they should change it up because nobody can tell me that defense shouldn't have no MVPs. You can't tell me. I know the quarterback gets the award most of the time, but there should be a defensive MVP of the Super Bowl and an offensive MVP, which is most likely going to be the quarterback. Just my opinion. I feel like they should change that. In my opinion, they should definitely change that because that defense played their heart out, man. That defense was so amazing. Like, I ain't never seen a defense like that, bro. Like, you talk about the Legion of Boom. No, not. I don't think it was better than this defense, bro. I don't care what nobody says. This defense was way better than that defense, bro. This defensive line was making Patrick Mahomes scared of his own shadow. This defensive line, man, they shut the run down. They shut everything down, bro. They was getting pressure, and that made the secondary look even more better because they were getting so much pressure on Patrick Mahomes. So that's what I'm saying. Like, this defense was amazing. There should be an MVP on defense. And then you got, and then like the short field position, the 3 and outs and all that, bro. All game long. But shout out to each and every one of y'all. Truly appreciate y'all. My question of the video is the Philadelphia 76ers, are they going to be the next team in Pennsylvania to win a championship? You know, the Eagles won Super Bowl 59. What does the Sixers have to do to be the next team? And I say, my personal opinion is it starts with the ownership and it goes down from there. Start completely over and you'll see what happens. You know what I mean? Because it would cost the NFL money. You don't really think the NFL cares. Hold on, what? The Chiefs had a good defense, but not as good as... Nah, you ain't lying. The answer is because of my question. Okay. Because it would cost the NFL money, you don't really think the NFL cares about players. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So you think giving a defensive award would cost the NFL money? Why do you feel like it would cost them money? That might make them more money. I don't know. In what way would that cost them more money, though? If you have an offensive MVP and a defensive MVP, I think it just makes the NFL a little bit more interesting because you're going to be thinking, who should be the defensive MVP? Who's going to be, we know the offensive MVP. Who's going to be the defensive MVP? There's multiple players that made great plays throughout the game to, get that award. I don't know. How you doing, brother? So, I don't know. I don't think it'll cost money, though. That's just my honest opinion. I just feel like somebody on defense was they deserve to get an award, in my opinion. But, Mike, what's we chance? Yeah, y'all the chance, man. Y'all the chance. People talk in the chat. Where are they at now? Fly, Eagles fly. Merch is fire. Yeah, listen, I'm sick. I'm Philly everything besides football. I cover the Sixers and I cover the Phillies on this channel. You know the vibes over here. And if you're wondering why I'm not an Eagle fan, which is crazy because the Eagles just keep winning Super Bowls all of a sudden, is because of the greatest wide receiver of all time, in my honest opinion, Randy Moss. And I'm stuck with the Vikings for life. Once I choose a team, I'm rocking with the Vikings. But I don't got no hate on the Eagles. The Eagles, congratulations to all the Eagle fans. Y'all deserve that Super Bowl. Y'all dominated you dominated one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. You dominated one of the best defenses too, because Jalen Hurts did his thing too. So it's like both sides. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning. NFL makes billions of dollars. They are the most profitable sport in U.S. Yeah, I think it'll be interesting if there was a defensive player of the game, a defensive MVP. I mean. And an offensive MVP. I think that would be so interesting in the Super Bowl because how that Super Bowl played out, you could have made, what's the bull? Who's number 93 from the Eagles? Who's number 93? I forgot his name. But I think number 93 and what's the other bull's name? Sweat. I think Sweat was a monster. That tackle could not stop that bull. Sweat was getting past him easily. And then they hit Patrick Mahomes I think for the game, quarterback hits was like 12 or something like that. So honestly, like, yo, there should be a defensive MVP in my opinion. I think they will make money. I think the NFL will be more interesting, I mean. And yeah, just my opinion. Just my opinion. But shout out to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Consider subscribing. I cover the Philadelphia Sixers. I cover the Philadelphia Phillies. I might consider covering the Flyers once I learn the sport a little bit more, but it's Philly everything over here besides football. And if you're wondering why I'm a football fan, it's because of the GOAT at wide receiver, Randy Moss. But shout out to each and every one of y'all that's in the building, man. I truly appreciate y'all. I'm getting closer to my goal to finally get to that 200 subscribers on my new channel. And it's a blessing for all the people that have been supporting me on this YouTube journey, like my boy A, T-Shirt Got Game, a few other people that's been in here. I truly appreciate y'all for supporting me on this channel. I really do. How the Sixers game go? Yeah, they lost, bro. They lost. Listen, the Sixers game was trash, bro. I was ready for the Super Bowl, and I'm not even an Eagle fan. I was ready for the Super Bowl, bro. The Sixer game, I do play-by-play for almost every Sixer game, bro. And I'm going to do play-by-play for the Phillies, too. But the Sixers game specifically against the Bucks, they didn't even have Giannis, bro. And we got beat. We got the brakes beat off of us. Paul George didn't show up. Joel Embiid wasn't really doing with his thing all like that. We got beat by a Bucks team without their best player, bro. Like, it's sad, bro. Like, how did the Sixers keep losing to teams that are not even playing their best players? The Sixers are just, like, Paul George, I'm sorry to say this, and I'm not coming at him personally. I'm not coming at Paul George personally, but he's a waste of money. For that amount of money, for that max contract, he was not worth it, bro. Oh, thank you, bro. Sixers got spanked. You know, I'm just walking around, bro, getting some exercise. Usually I do these morning walks. I try to get a little bit of exercise before I go handle some other business. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Hit that like button if you're in the building right now. Consider subscribing. If you haven't, I cover the Sixers and the Phillies on this channel. I cover everything Philly besides football. I might start fitting in Penn State, Villanova basketball if you're into college basketball or college football too, if you're interested in that. Mike, PG Wash, non-fact. Yo, but the problem is, bro, how do you get them off the team, though? Pac-Man, how do you get them off the team in the offseason? Who's going to want that contract? Yeah, Daryl Morey made the biggest mistake. That was the stupidest decision. I don't know what Daryl Morey was seeing. But why did you signed him? Now we have a problem. What is the conclusion? What are we going to do to solve this issue? What organization will want a max player that can barely get you 16 points a game? I don't know what his averages are, but this man does not play good, bro, overall. I'd rather have Tobias Harris. I don't want none of them, but just to comparing two players, I'd rather have Tobias Harris over PG, and that's saying something. And this is no disrespect to Tobias or PG. I just don't want to pay players that much money if they're not being productive enough. That's just my opinion. Mike, bro, I don't know if Paul George can stay on this. Yeah, I don't want him on the team. I definitely don't. Good morning. Yeah, I definitely don't. Should have got Mikal Bridges over. Yeah, Mikal Bridges would have been and a lot of people didn't like Mikal Bridges for some reason. I would have loved Mikal Bridges. I would have took Brandon Ingram over him. I think Brandon Ingram is injury prone though. I think he's injury prone, but I would have took Brandon Ingram over him because he's younger. At least he's younger and averaging like the same amount of points. I would have just took Brandon Ingram. If I could have, I would have made a trade. I really wish, because if the rumors are true, I think Shams reported it. Shams was reporting that Paul George, that the Hawks was interested in Paul George. What if we could have somehow traded Paul George for DeAndre Hunter? What if we could have did something like that, bro? Why couldn't the Sixers do some type of move like that, bro? Why couldn't the Sixers trade him to the Hawks, bro? Take whatever they give you back just to get out of that contract. Shoulda got McKellar. Shout out to my guy DFJ Hoops. He said, fly, Eagles, fly, all the way to victory. Hawks been delusional. Yeah, the Hawks don't know what they doing. That organization, but you still got Trae Young. Why would you trade your second best player on the team, right? And maybe he might be your first best player, because I like Trae Young, but Trae Young is not consistent, bro. I love Trae Young. He ain't consistent, bro. When it comes to just everything, he be turning the ball over a lot. He can get hot. He's a streaky shooter. He can create off the dribble, cross you up. He's not good on defense. I like Trae Young. But let's keep it real, bro. You're not winning a championship with Trae Young right now. You got to put him on a team. He got to be like your second or third option, bro. Second option. I'll say second option. Now, he can't be your first option. Like, come on. What are they doing? You should have traded Trae Young. Let's choose. Yeah, you ain't lying. They didn't know that, though, bro. They won. The Eagles won. They beat the brace off the Chiefs. I was like, oh my gosh.
That was crazy, man.
What was it? 42 to 22. No, 40 to 22. Gosh, Lee, man. Huh? Yeah, going past Eagle fans. This is a little different, man. When you from Pennsylvania and you get surrounded in enemy territory sometimes. You know what I mean? When it comes to football. When it comes to every other sport, you're good. When it comes to football, you're in enemy territory. Mike, when you going? I don't know, bro. I have no clue, bro, with Eastwood. Shout out to Eastwood, though. I'm not really sure, bro. It'll happen again. I just don't know when. That's my homie. That's a good people's. But Hawks been, yeah. But we're going to see what happens, though, man. We're going to see what happens. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. I truly appreciate each and every one of you that's vibing with your boy. I'm about to get off in a few more minutes. If y'all have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Oh, my gosh. I almost stepped in some almost stepped in some dog poop, man. Almost stepped in some dog poop, bruh. Dog poop on the trail. Let me show you the trail, man. Dog poop all on the dang on trail. Let me show you. I'm going to show you, bro. Dog poop, right? Dried up dog poop. Dried up dog poop. Almost stepped in the dang on dog poop, bro. They don't pick up their dog poop on the trail. I don't know why. I don't know why people do that, man. Let their dog poop all on the trail. Yeah, thanks for vibing with your boy. Almost stepped in. Yo, and he said almost stepped in. On that note, y'all, I got to get off this live stream. On that note, I got to get off this live stream. Shout out to each and every one of y'all, man. Y'all know the vibes. We here, man. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you a Sixers or Phillies fan, or if you vibing with your boy. It's definitely going down. Again, congratulations to all the Philadelphia Eagle fans all around the world. Y'all definitely deserve it. You know what I mean? And y'all got a good chance of going back to back. But I'm out. Y'all have a wonderful day. Be safe and God bless. Peace.